Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where today I am looking for some ore. Here's some right now, as well as some firewood. And apparently, I am also looking for some nasty swarms because, well, maybe they're looking for me instead. I don't know what they get when they can't get Hobbit, but alright. Now, where do we see here? I think I saw another one up here. Alright, so at least I'm finding the ore. So maybe I'll find some firewood soon. I'm also looking for some insects, some bigger insects rather than those stinging flies, to get some of their bristles. And some toad legs. Well, why do I need toad legs? I don't know. Maybe someone wants them for dinner or something? And scorpion stingers. Don't ask. A lot of people want scorpion stingers. I think it's just proof that the scorpion stingers won't be stinging them, I guess. Oh, we have a cultist. I think that's a cultist. Actually, yeah, that all-seeing eye. That's a cultist. Definitely a cultist. Hey, stop chilling me. All-seeing slayer of Imhilar. Right. They see everything except for the spear of pine leaf. Ah! The wood I'm looking for. Wood for forge. Alright, wood for forge, firewood. Close enough. And I need a great deal of this stuff, it looks like. I'm going to have the joy of carrying this all over the place. Well, what else is new? There we go. Let's just get one more block of wood, and this should be plenty for that. Now, I think it's time for me to head up and see if I could find a land with toads. It's a Zanu and scorpions. Looks like I instead found the land of cats. Oh well, I think I still need sickly cats, don't I? So, or diseased animals, or whatever that particular deed is all about. Meanwhile, towards the things I need for the epic. Ah, no problem getting to where I need to go for the quest. All I have in front of me is Telperion's wall. Ah, I think I found the right spot. Well, oops. Oh, for a moment there I thought, did I get myself stuck? Up, down. Ah, well, oh! All this for some insects. Oh no, actually those are scorpions, not insects. Okay, well, whatever form of arthropod they are, it is time to attack. Ouch. 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 Scorpion Bane of Emhu. Oh my goodness gracious. What? Another deed? All these new deeds. Nothing like going out, find some cultists, random cultists in the area. New deed! Now kill more cultists. Go after a random, well, okay, not a random scorpion. Go after a place where you need to get some scorpion stingers. Oh, new deed! Now kill many more scorpions. 149 more. Well, 148 more now, I guess. Am I going to need a deed for toads and Zanu? We hope not. There you go. Actually, I think they're just various ruins all over the place and has nothing to do with Telperian's Wall. I think I'm in the wrong spot. I think I'm too far east for Telperian's Wall. Well, I'm still not a expert on Umbar geography, but I found my toads. Ah, no new deed. Thank you. All right, that's one of those. So am I going to find insects around here also? Meaning the big insects, the neekers that I could... That's not a toad, that is a jackal. Was that just a random toad somewhere that they're just going to be scattered all... Oh, actually we got a pond, lake, well, large pond, small lake, whichever one it is. And this needs to be filled with toads. It's hard to tell in Lotro because since the scaling is always a little bit strange, since they emphasize the size of places where you quest and they de-emphasize the size of places in between. It's hard to tell whether that's a pond or a lake. And looks like I'm going to be killing a lot more toads than I need to for this. But it looks like I need to go north for my insects. And it looks like in going through there I'm going to have to go... Well, I was thinking I had to go through a gauntlet of toads. Fortunately, some of that's bring me through are deer, and the deer aren't instantly aggressive, which is unlike the toads and the jackals. Ah, up this way. Perhaps just over this ridge would be the land of the big insects. Neeker country. Ah, yeah. Zizanu, a plagued... Does that mean they also count for plagued insects? It looks like it. Well, at least it's a deed I already have, and I don't have to get a new deed. There we go. That means before long, I shall be through and able to return to camp, right? There isn't anything else I need, I think. Oh. Ah, the rest of the Zanu I need. See, I also need to investigate the outskirts of Kir Azun for signs of Razzle. Oh. Well, I suppose I could do that also. Find out where their scout is located. I have a feeling I'm going to be fighting a jackal soon also. I see a jackal attacking me in the future. Fortunately for me, I was done with the insect before then. Maybe just wanted the insect. It was easier for me to come back to town first before looking for that scout. So, let us deliver this. Alright, bring the ingredients to Sharkuth within Umbar.
This work of yours is a help to me, but...
This work of yours is a help to me, but if your Gondorian friend believes that we will forget centuries of ill use by his kingdom and his rules, his head is full of rocks. Still, I appreciate it. These items contain traces of the disease that plague these creatures and our land. But with careful handling, they can still be of use to me. All right. Well, let's get back to Rahazi and get her opinion on the matter. I'm sure that she has a low opinion of going around killing random scorpions in order to impress the locals.
Sirgon is eager to prove the worth of his king and his kingdom? Then let his friends prove his trust is not misplaced.
There are cultists of Barkush throughout Ibhilar and in the city of Kurazar. deal them a grave injury, and perhaps the folk of this village will understand Sirgon's trust in his liege lord. You should then relate this tale that you have done to the woman Imamar. I spoke with her earlier, and she bemoaned the evils done by the cultists of Kurazar. You will not remove centuries of distrust from the hearts of these folk with one deed on their behalf. At least you will make more safe the roads that you must take, if nothing else. In other words, she doesn't think it'll do much from the point of view of getting the people to trust Gondor, but anything to get rid of a few cultists. Oh yes, the blacksmith.
Is there something you need?
Yes, there you are. Well, you've gathered plenty of both at least. Leave them there. I'll take care of the ore. Add the wood to the fire, it's getting low. Then you can bring these swords to Namuru. I hope you don't mind sweating, because there is no loafing here. Feed the wood into the fire of the forge. Oh, this has always been a real thrill of a quest. Right? Because very often it says, oh, see, I don't want to go. Alright, there we go. We have Nuke, because we have two forges here. We have the regular forge, and then we have Nukush's forge, and you need to put it into Nukush's forge in order to do the quest. Because the regular forge is just for the... Okay, here we go. Because the regular forge is, of course, just for people who are... like, they're... prospectors, yes, for prospectors, and I guess it could also be used by metal workers and weaponsmiths and all the like. But now let us return these Liberty swords, at least. Here you go.
Travel with care, friend.
My thanks.
Dangers are all about.
My thanks to you. It has been fair too long since we had fresh blades. These will cut the Bakushim quite well, and any others who draw Mizadi's ire. Give my regards to that of Subuxi, Subuxi to Nadush. Okay, speak with Nukush. Oh, Nukush. All right. There we go. I assume that Nukush is the blacksmith, right? Yeah.
Is there something you need?
Ah, that's enough to get me ahead for once. You move quite quickly. You remind me of myself at my young age. Nice enough for you to help an old man with his tasks. I appreciate it. Anytime you want to come back, there's a spot at the forge for you. Wonderful. Okay, so now I think that's all done. Now I guess that means it is time for us to investigate the outskirts of Kuranzar, for seeing the all-seeing. Then defeat cultists in Emular. There'll be plenty of them, I believe, inside of Kurazar, so that should be no problem. And wait, wasn't I supposed to find a scout, or is that seeing the all-seeing the one to find the scout? Well, I'll find out in a moment, but apparently there's an orc here. And we don't want orcs on the road. I assume that keeping the road clear of orcs is a desirable effect. I believe I need to make a right turn right here. And look at that. We have... about to call it T intersection. It's definitely not a T intersection. It's more like a Y intersection. Well, I guess we could just call it a fork. And we'll take this way. Find that scout as we deal with any orcs or cultists that may be in the way. And why don't I have a quest to kill the orcs? It's always nice to keep the area clear of them. This is the fork that goes to the elf haven or oasis, or I forgot what they call their little areas. Sanctuary. Wood. Grove. Whatever the word is. We should be getting near the scout, I would think. You found Rizal. Oh, he's up this way. Well, let's free him quickly. Yes, right. Let's use up my interrupt to be too late. Alright, there you go. And now you. Well, at least I am quickly gathering up the required I have in there for the quest. There you go. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
They captured me. It was my fault. I was too brazen.
Zadi wants me to report back. I'll return to her at once. You've done me much for me. Could I trouble you to scout the locations that I was supposed to? Oh. Scout the first outlook of Kuranzar, scout the second outlook into Kuranzar, and scout the third outlook into Kuranzar. So, scout 3 locations near Kuranzar. And based on what he told me, the first of these locations should be just around here somewhere, where we should get a nice look. It is hard to see between the crumbling walls, but you finally count 10 all-seeing cultists. Oh, nice of me to get a good count of them. Actually, let's make that the focus quest so that I can more easily find the next location. This hill looks like it's going to be a good place to get a count. Ah, you count 9 Barkashim moving amongst the winding path of Kuranzar. Okay, and so that means the next one should be this way. Right around here. Probably on some sort of promontory. I would think so. I mean, looking at some place that is completely hidden is going to make it more difficult instead. Right? Did I pass it? Ah, it's difficult to see clearly, but you finally count 12 all-seeing cultists from this vantage. How? I have absolutely no idea. Boy, am I impressive in what I can do. Okay, so I need to speak with Mazadi and Umak. Okay, let's remove the quest focus there. Let me talk to the stable masters so I can hear more easily next time. So I still need to kill.
It is a new day.
It is a new day to kill cultists. That's what it is. I think there are plenty of cultists inside of this town. So I'll just kill a few of those. Not going too deeply, since I'm sure I'll be asked to do many more quests in here after this little scouting event. But if rumors are true, there should be plenty of cultists inside of here. Yeah, look at that. 2 right at the front door. There you go. And we'll start with you. Oh, and of course there's also that deed. I'm sure I'll come around and kill a few more of them later on. There you go. And here's one for you. And finally, one from you. Hey, I finally got an interrupt off on time. Wow. And that takes care of the quest. Speaking the Umak. Alright. Now, back to Urmak. I believe the woman I need to speak to is down this way. Ah, here she is.
You fought soldiers of Ordach and cultists of Barhush? You have done some good here today, stranger.
I am not one to turn away help when it is offered. Neither am I one to withhold my gratitude when a good deed is done on my behalf. So you have the thanks of Irnanor for fighting against these foes of my people. That is all you will have. I hope you didn't expect anything more. Typical. Now, let's see. Well, I guess I will report back to Sirgun.
I'm glad we have done what we could on behalf of King Elisar and Gondor.
As little as it might have been, it is my hope that our words and deeds will be here remembered in the days ahead, and such will serve to cause a cause of peace between these lands. We may not yet be friends, but I would have us first not be enemies. Okay, I guess that's a good step in the right direction. I am glad that we did what we could for the folk of Umach, but it is time for us to be on our way. Balandor has sent word to us that they have located the Trail of Azagoth. Ooh.
They wait for us along the road into Urashdar.
They wait for us along the road to Urashdar, located to the northeast of Imhilar. We should rejoin them before they captured Azagoth and Nakasi without us. Alright, well, I will meet up with the rest of the party then. Up in that direction. But I do need to speak with Mizadi first. I have returned with the scouting report.
I am grateful to you. As you can see, Razal made it back safely. Hopefully, he is a bit wiser for the wear.
But Razal escaped with his skin due to your valor, so for that I am in your debt. Thank you for seeing to this task. I have another, larger task for you when you're ready, one that is suitable for someone of such skill. Well, I suspect that I really should do this if I really want to get into the good graces of the people here, and that they would have a good memory of someone from Gondor. So that's what we'll be doing in the next episode of the Song of Waves and Wind.